everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Claire Point Podcast with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Everything good, Shway, crispy, Irie? Yes, I know the podcast should have been on yesterday, but I've been completely under the weather. You know what I mean? Cold sayings, all of that. Not feeling like cold Palmer, I'm just feeling cold in general. Do you know what I mean? Like shivers and all that, dripping out the nose and all of that. It's just not looking pretty at all. And that's why I said I had to delay until today to come on and make this thing come on okay. Tried to make it rhyme, if you see what I did there. But yes, hope you all are doing well and everything's going great for you lot. But yes, let's get on to what we're here for, which is the podcast, the Claire Point Podcast. So what we're going to come on to, guys, instead of the usual questions this week, we're actually going to come on to some confessions. So these are something obviously I picked up of X, big up ACS Confessions. You know what I mean? So obviously I would start off by singing the song. These are their confessions. This is what they say. That's all they could say. This is on their mind. So they got more stuff to say. These are their confessions. So let's get on to them. We come to the first one. This one's kind of a long one, so we're not going to get too into it. I just opened it and I saw a big fat list there. It's just long. But anyways, we'll try and get into that. My stepdad got into a fight to protect me, and I feel different about him now. This is already feeling weird already, but let's go. Sorry if this doesn't belong here. I don't have anyone else I can tell. I'm 19 and I'm a guy. My mom married my stepdad when I was 14, and we've always gotten along. My dad died when I was 11, and to be honest, I'm still working through the relationship we had. I always had this fantasy that he was an amazing dad, but if I'm honest, he was abusive. He made me fight a 13-year-old when I was 10. When I said I was scared, he told me I was being a pussy. When I didn't win, he was disappointed in me. Damn. When my mom married my stepdad, we kept to ourselves at first, but he's honestly twice the man my dad was. It's hard to say that, but it's true. It's one thing he said to me before he married my mom was that he'd never hurt us and he'd always protect us. It's been 5 years and he's always kept his promise. He's always been amazing to my mom and me, and I admit that he spoils me sometimes. He takes care of my chores for me and gets me whatever I want when I don't even ask for him. If he hears let's just skip on to the rest, Okay, so today we were in the store and some old guy accused me of giving him a dirty look while we were in the parking lot. I didn't know what he's talking about, and I told him I don't even look at him, but he shoved me to the ground. Stepdad jumped in, said, all of that. He said when he got up, the dad was on punching him up in the arsehole and all of that, beating him down. Said stepdad was shouting at him in a scary voice, don't you ever put your hands on him. He helped him up, got him back to the car and sped away. He said he can't explain it, but it feels like I finally know how much he loves me. We'd never say it to each other, but I always know how he felt. When I got home, I told him I loved him for the first time. He gave me the hardest hug. I almost started crying. Said my stepdad fought someone to protect me and open my eyes about our relationship. Yes, it's nice that he has a real father, and that the real stepdad will do stuff like that to protect the child. Obviously, the dad not being around and that, it's great to see that stepdad has taken on that responsibility to take care of the child. So, big up to the stepdads. There's not enough of them out there that's stepping up and, coming in to, let's say, protect a child that's not their own. So, big up to them, you know what I mean? For a minute there, I thought it was going really left, me and my mind and stuff like that. But yeah, mind playing tricks on me again. It's a song that I said from last week's podcast. All of that. But yeah. Let's see if we'll come on to a few more. Yeah, the phone's moving slow, by the way. So, okay. Okay, there we go, this one. My husband never wants to have sex. Oh, damn. So the little backstory. Met when I was 22 and he was 30. I only had a couple of partners before him and they were pretty. So when I started dating him, I was excited to explore my sexuality and try everything. I initiated sex almost every time. We used to have it about 5 times per week. Eventually, after a few months, it reduced to once per week. And for the past 6 years, it's decreased to once every few months. It's not looking good at all, man. It really isn't. The only thing is that we have a fight about is that I never really fight. It's just a conversation. I ask for more, and he says he just doesn't know how to initiate. He's healthy, fit, and I find him super sexy with amazing sexual chemistry. He has no issues maintaining erection. He has his testosterone levels checked, and they're all normal. He's not on any antidepressants. So as I've tried playing hard to get, being nice, not talking about it, losing weight, gaining weight, lingerie. I even asked him if he was gay. Oh no. I told him it would be okay if he was. Just need to know what's going on. Pause for a minute.
1 minute 37 seconds later.
Yeah, sorry, it's a post and that, you can't leave posts, because these men will just go and then the post is lost forever. So that's what that noise in the background, it was the buzzer. I had to answer that because obviously I'm the only one that's alone in the hair at the home right now. So it is what it is. But let's continue on with the story, what we were saying. Said about gaining weight, losing weight and all that. So she says, I highly doubt he's cheating on her. We have a wonderful relationship otherwise. We have gone to a sex coach and still nothing. Damn. I'm so sick of it. I'm about ready to go outside my marriage, but I don't want to. Said, men, please help. What do you think is wrong and what can I do? I tell you straight, he's cheating. He's cheating. He's got a gal them on the side. There's another gal that's entertaining him, giving him everything that you ain't giving him. And that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? He's going out there and the girl's just laying it on him. Do you know what I mean? She put it down on him like the Ja Rule song. Put it down on it. All of that. Do you know what I mean? He's getting all, ooh, baby, all excited and like, oh, getting his rocks off and all of that. He's doing things that you probably were not going to do for him. Do you know what I mean? And it's mad that you've lost weight for him. You've changed your physical natures for him. And the man still don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Don't give a fuck. He's like, hey, I don't care, because you want to know why? The man never really fancied you in the first place. He was just there out of convenience. And now you're not convenient to him anymore. You're just literally like one of them stores at a 7-Eleven. He could come pick up something from and he's off. Do you know what I mean? Get some dinner and he's gone. Because that's what it is. He doesn't see you as the person he wants to continue maintain the relationship with you. And it's peak. But that's the problem right there. Man has found better out there. There's a girl that's giving him the whap and he's enjoying himself. The super soaker wet slides and all of that. He's travelling down faster than the speed of light. Do you know what I mean? Feeling like it's the Queen song. Like, don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. That's what he's singing to you. He doesn't want you to stop him. Do you know what I mean? If you walked out of him, I don't think he'd really give a shit, to be honest. He'd probably be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I might just keep her around still. But, and man's out there and he's pamming things. He's getting it in. Do you know what I mean? As the Jay-Z songs like, shorty get it in. Daddy go hard. Shorty get into that. The daddy go hard. I mean, the Venus versus Mars song, he's out there portraying it all around the block. Giving it to the girl and he's getting all of the good stuff. All the gold is coming his way. You know what I mean? Man is feeling like Bobby Lashley in TNA, the belt collector and all that. He's doing all of that. He's getting everything from this girl. Give me everything tonight. He's taking it all in abundance. And unfortunately, you're just not his cup of tea anymore. It's done out here. Move yourself on and find yourself a man that's going to give you all that you need and satisfy you and more. The man don't want you. So he's healthy and fit, but he don't want you. He's running rings around you instead of running rings through you. And that's just what it is, unfortunately. He don't want none, like the AJ Styles song. They don't want none. Hey, they don't want none. They're looking scared because he don't really want none. And that's the truth. He don't want none. So my advice to you, girl, is probably to move on. Do you know what I mean? Like the Tyra Cruz song. I can't wait till you're gone away. Then I can move on, can wait till you are gone. And that's what it has to be. You have to move on because this guy right now doesn't appreciate it, doesn't want the WAP. He doesn't want all of that. The Vanjita, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want the kebabs. He doesn't want all of that. He doesn't want the mixed grill. He doesn't want none of those things that you're offering on display. No meats he wants from you. And that's what it is, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? You can't satisfy his sausage. Do you know what I mean? His sausage has gone limp now. You know what I mean? It's a chipolata instead of supposed to be something like, a frankfurter or whatever his size is. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Pause on that one. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, miss, this is how it works. Man's found you boring now. And that's unfortunately what it is. He's seen you, as just some flipping Kellogg's cornflakes and that. That's what you are. Do you know what I mean? You're not the ones with the sparkles anymore in it. Do you know what I mean? The Lucky Charms and all that. The ones that have the special edition and give you all of the best things. The Cocoa, Pops and that. You're none of them. What you are is just plain old cornflakes. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry to say, Weetabix settings. Do you know what I mean? Not the shredded wheats. Do you know what I mean? Not the ones with the fruit involved. And that's unfortunately where it is. Babes, I'm sorry, lady. Like the Mojo song. There me tonight and me feeling. You just gotta move on. You just gotta leave and go. Like the JoJo song. Get out right now. End of you and me. Because it's done. Let's be honest there. Man don't want to pam you anymore. Sorry, man, but that's what it is. To keep it that way, but this is what it is. And that's all from the confessions thing. Because these are the confessions. This is what I said out there. That's say it's on their mind. They got more on the way. These are the confessions. So yeah, man, it's done for that. But what did you think about the confessions segment? Put your comments below, or you can keep them to yourself. That cool. We're gonna move on now to talk Ashley Madison documentary. So obviously, man watched the Ashley Madison documentary, which is available on Netflix. And listen, it was wild out here. You know what I mean? Like Nick Cannon's wilding out. You know what I mean? Obviously talking about the website, Ashley Madison, that they were very infamous, known, and I think they're still around to this day, to be honest, I've heard. Do you know what I mean? They're infamously known for being a website where married couples, well, you'll say married couples, but people who are married can go there and cheat on their partners with another person who's married. It's crazy, but this is generally what it is. They're saying we offer all sorts of services and all of that, but they were doing more than that. These people were scamming these people, putting AI bots and pretending that these people were real life people as well, that they can, pull and all of that. And they thought when they would delete their accounts, that all of their information would get deleted, and it never got deleted. Do you know what I mean? It was never a broken Matt Hardy thing. There's no delete. It was full on keep and retreat the stuff. Do you know what I mean? And hold on to the information. But I look at it and say it's madness. Do you know what I mean? Like, I understand people will want to step outside the relationship because they feel like maybe they're not getting enough attention. Maybe the sex life isn't great anymore. Maybe the woman ain't just doing it right. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe he's bored. Or he's had enough. The girl just ain't giving him what he desires. Or her. Do you know what I mean? It could be him or her. And this is one of them things where those couples decide, you know what's best for me is to do the stepping out stuff. Do you know what I mean? Literally. Like the Cool and the Gang song. Stepping out with my baby. Stepping out. All of that. But you know what I mean? I feel like people use cheating as a way to get their rocks off. You know what I mean? If they ain't getting it at home, they're going to get it somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? So the whole thing was interesting to see from a perspective where people are just going out and they're just doing what they want. You know what I mean? Signing on to these websites, putting their trust in these people. These people went and done them dirty. Do you know what I mean? All the things got leaked. The hackers went there and then took all the information, went boom, here you go. You lot don't want to take us seriously. Well, now you're going to take us seriously. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those cases where, these people lied on their website that they were here to provide protection for these people, but they didn't provide anything. They'll come like they were the APA, do you know what I mean? But they didn't protect them from anything. Come with the damn, but none of that was plain, do you know what I mean? It's fraud. That's what it was, fraud investigations. That's what was going on there. Do you know what I mean? These people are pretending like they had best interests at heart. Well, the thing they had was breasts on their mind. Do you know what I mean? All sorts. You know what I mean? 3D holograms of breasts. You know what I mean? All lying and pretending that it's the truth when it's the lies. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you can call it the silicone stuff. Do you know what I mean? All of that. You're thinking it's the real thing. These things don't move. Do you know what I mean? They don't do the Indeed and all that. Then there's nothing. Do you know what I mean? So it's crazy to see that, but it didn't surprise me. You know what I mean? These websites, you know, when you see these things, they can be very fraudulent, especially when they tell you to pay for stuff. Because when they tell you to pay for stuff, that's when they say they have information of you and they won't release it. It's lies. And I think the people should have known better when they decide to invest their time in these Ashley Madison websites. They give it the best time of day, because obviously I saw the couple on there. There was two couples. There was one couple, sorry. One of them killed himself because he couldn't bear the thought of being exposed like that. You know what I mean? And they told him at work. They said all these details of work. They told me, yo, what's going on here? This was on the website, and I just seen all of your information and details on the website. At work, a man got fired as well, and the man went home and then he committed, you know. It's peak. But for the people there who were generally thinking it's going to be a discreet website, all of that got leaked. Do you know what I mean? All of that. So they thought they were getting the best services. They ended up getting the worst, because everything came out. Do you know what I mean? Everything did. Do you know what I mean? And these people now are thinking to themselves, damn, what if we just didn't sign up to this? This is obviously one of the guys that was with the woman at the end said, yeah, I regret jumping on that website. Rah. And listen, the man was married. Had his wife there as well, was on the YouTube ting, doing his ting with the woman as well. And singing Frozen songs and that. Do you know what I mean? All of that. Let it go, all of that. And then she's devastated to find out man was doing this behind her back. Saying the man's a Christian man. And man was moving like he wasn't. You know what I mean? Like he was something else. Do you know what I mean? But this is what it is. Good watch though. Very good watch to see the whole ins and outs and the whole frauding and all that stuff that went down. But do I feel sorry for these people that went out there and exposed themselves? Listen, in terms of how it impacted certain people's lives, okay. But you found it for yourself. Some of you that went on this website, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into, right? You know, so it's black and white, isn't it? Like the Michael Jackson, the man, black or white, all of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, anyways, let me stop. Yeah, getting ahead of myself, aren't I? But yes. All right. Well, now that's that for me talking on Ashley Madison. What are your thoughts on the documentary that's available on Netflix, guys? I also have to tell you guys that I have watched. I'm forgetting the name of it again. It's gonna come to me. Give me a second. It's gonna come to me. It's gonna come to me. No, it's not coming to me. It isn't. No. I was talking about watching. Oh, that's it. Axel Foley, the Axel F. I've watched it. My review would be up probably tomorrow, because obviously I don't want to spoil it. I prefer people to check out the review, so have a look out for that. It'll be available right here on the Randy Prizzle channel, probably just after this video, I should say. So yes, check it out. All right, cool. But what are your thoughts, guys, on the Ashley Madison documentary? Have you seen it? Available on Netflix. You can put your comments below, or you can keep it to yourself. With that, we're going to move on now to the Premier League. So we come on to obviously match day 3, which is just past, just highlighting some of the results that did happen and everything. So Arsenal obviously winning 1-0. I mean, sorry, not winning 1-0. It felt like we got screwed 1-0, to be honest, but 1-1 draw with Brighton. Declan Rice getting sent off. Ridiculous, to be honest. Crazy decision by the ref, Chis Kavanagh. But it doesn't surprise me. Some of these refs, You know what I mean? And it's very understandable that the ref came from Manchester. There's got to be some serious questions there about the ref, about the due diligence of this referee, that this referee came from Manchester to come and ref a game in London. Why? Why? And you thought that Declan Rice deserved a yellow card when the ball was still rolling, like Limp Bizkit's song, rolling, rolling, rolling. It was still rolling. I'm not going to have any of it. It was still rolling, and you didn't want to accept that. And then you sent him off. Some false claims, false narrative. Let me tell the rest of now. Now I'm going to speak directly to you, Chis Kavanagh, you prick. You know what I mean? You've costed us a chance, yeah, to potentially have snatched the late winner. Because I'm not going to lie. Throughout the game, we were in charge. We missed chances. That's our own fault. Yeah, but you allowed Brian to come back into this game by sending him off. Yeah. Fuck you, Chis Kavanagh. Fuck you. And that's all I've got to say there. You know what I mean? And I hope the whole PGMOL, all that bullshit, see this. Because these bastards need to know. Put in your damn place, you bunch of holes of an ass. Because what I don't like is inconsistency in this league. Why wasn't João Pedro sent off for him kicking the ball away? Why didn't that happen? There needs to be consistency in this damn league. Some of these pussios ain't doing that. So what do you expect me to come on there and say? To praise you? Like the Moby song? Oh, I like to praise you. Or the fuck boy, which one of them it was? Praise you like I should. No, I'm not going to praise you. I'm going to cuss you out. Because what you did was false. Do you know what I mean? And it was bogus. Do you know what I mean? Bullshit. So you could take that up your pipe, you could smoke it, Chis Kavanagh, because that decision was absolutely incorrect. It was wrong, and you know it was wrong. Yeah, you dickhead. But anyways, let's move on. Nottingham Forest drew 1-1 with Wolves. I should actually do the voice, but I got quite tetchy there, so I completely forgot. Let's just recap, rewind, and let's do the voice. Arsenal 1, Brighton 1. Nottingham Forest 1, Wolves 1. Leicester City 1, Aston Villa 2. Ipswich Town 1, Fulham 1. Brentford 3, Southampton 1. Everton 2, Bournemouth 3. West Ham 1, Man City 3. Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 1. Newcastle 2, Tottenham 1. Man United 0, Liverpool 3. So it Wolves, Nottingham Forest, I figured it would be very tight. Wolves probably wouldn't nick it, but Nottingham Forest held up for a draw. Villa beating Leicester, I thought they'd beat them, so it doesn't surprise me there to come back and win that game 2-1. Fulham drawing against Ipswich Town. Yeah, I probably edged Fulham for that one, but Ipswich getting a good point at home. Brentford beating Southampton 3-1. Southampton, I think, one of those favourites to go down, aren't they? It's just not looking good for them at all. Everton 2-3, losing at home. And they were leading till the 87th minute, and then 2 late goals has won Bournemouth the game. Everton are just in a mess. Do you know what I mean? And reports where they actually played well in that game. So it's crazy to know this, but Everton, it's generally not looking great for them at all. Do you know what I mean? So West Ham, losing 3-1 to City, as usual. Erling Haaland, I saw this coming, so it doesn't surprise me. Chelsea, Palace 1-1. I thought Adine may have made his debut today, but he didn't. But Crystal Palace still got a draw at Chelsea. Barize Eze. I might have said his name wrong, but let me rewind again. Eberechi Eze with the goal, to cancel out Chelsea's first half strike. And Newcastle 2-1 winners against Tottenham. To Tottenham, do you know what I mean? Listen, don't give a fuck about them. Fuck Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, when Tottenham lose, it's always great to see the expressions, you know what I mean? Looking down in the dumps, do you know what I mean? Screaming at his camera. Oh! That's the hilarious part of it all. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, big up to him, but you deserve it, twat. But anyways, let's move on. United's getting battered 3-0 at home. I mean, who saw that coming? Do you know what I mean? I thought they'd at least put up a better fight. First up, it seemed like they were in the game, and then it just got rolled over from there. Like, literally rolled over like the milk tank move. Do you know what I mean? From Pokemon and that. Do you know what I mean? Roll out. Just what happened there. It's crazy, but Liverpool 3-0 win, and it could have been a lot more. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been disaster. We could have seen Eric Ten Hag out of a job already. But Ten Hag is still there. And long may it continue. Because Ten Hag is what's best for business. It's what's best right now for the rival fans that are looking at Man United and going, oh well. Oh well. Do you know what I mean? Oh well. So that's that. Anyways, now we're going to move on to my predictions for match day 4 of the Premier League. So Saturday, 14th September at 12:30, Southampton versus Man United. I'm going to go for a United bounce back. I expect them to bounce back. Even if it's at home to Southampton, I expect a 1-0 Man United. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. Again, another Saturday game. This is at 3 p.m. I'm going to go for Liverpool winning. That front three is going to cause problems, aren't they? I could see more of a 3 of a 4 in this one, to be honest. I'm going to go 4-1 Liverpool. 4-1. Man City versus Brentford. Man City. I think it'll be a bit of a tight one, but I think City win this one 2-0. Fulham versus West Ham. This has draw written on this, to be honest. It's draw written all over this. I'm going to go 1-1 with this one. Crystal Palace versus Leicester City. Palace. 2-1 Palace. Brighton versus Ipswich Town. I'm going to go for Brighton. 2-0 Brighton. 2-1. 2-1 Brighton. Villa versus Everton. Villa. 3-1 Villa. Bournemouth versus Chelsea. 1-0 Chelsea. Tottenham versus Arsenal. It's the game of the weekend. Sunday game. 2 p.m. We have to beat these lot. It's at their ground, but I think it's going to be a tough game. I really do think it's going to. If they come with that high line, I think it could be problems for them. But I think against us, they're going to want to shore things up. I think they're missing the defender, if I'm correct. I think Van de Ven might be out for them. I think this is going to be a tight one as well. I'll go 1-0 Arsenal. I just feel like we'll scrape over the line here. 1-0. They're not going to make it easy for us though. 1-0. Wolves versus Newcastle. This is another Sunday game. This is at 4:30. This is a weird one to call, to be honest. I'm going to go draw with this one. 1-1. And that's it, guys, from my predictions. What are your predictions, guys? What are your thoughts on my predictions? Put your comments below. You can keep them to yourself. And that's it. With that, we've come to the end of the Clarepoint podcast. So to round things up and to clear it all up for everybody, you know what I mean, the ACS Confessions, all of that, your thoughts on that? I think it's a bunch of wildness. Do you know what I mean? Listen, big up to the dad for having the sons back, the stepdad for having the sons back. 100% deserves there. The girl, your man don't want you. Just move on out, like the M People song. Moving on out, moving on out, nothing can stop. Just move out. That's that. Ashley Madison documentary, wild. Wild, like the Wild West, you know what I mean? Going straight to the Wild West. Literally, is wild. But the exposure, It's caused a lot of heartache, problems, pain, and all of that drama and stuff. And I'm here for the drama. So it is what it is. And the Premier League reactions and predictions. Your thoughts on what went down. Cool, but one more thing to talk about. I forgot to literally talk about this. Raheem Sterling. Now listen, I'm not that excited that Raheem Sterling's at Arsenal. I know people are going to be like, what? But no, I think he's past his sell-by date, to be honest. I think he's a good squad addition. But the thing is, can he do what Reiss Nelson can do? Can he do that better now? Is it worth him being there than us just keeping Reiss Nelson there? That's what makes me think and deliberate here, because I don't think we're going to get a prime Raheem Sterling. But I could be wrong. It could be the answer to our problems. It could be the guy that saves us points. It could be the guys that potentially wins us some trophies. So who knows? It's a double-edged sort of sword, you could say. I'm not sure on him. And for me, I wasn't sure of the signing. I'm still not sure of the signing. I generally didn't really think he's going to suit us, but we'll find out. Mikel Arteta knows best, as people are saying, so we'll find out, I guess. But let's see what happens. But listen, the deal in itself was a decent deal. I'm not going to lie. 100 grand a week. You know what I mean? Thinking that Chelsea are paying 350. We said, yo, you're paying the 250. Why are you paying 100 grand? That in itself, we shagged them. We shagged them, man. You know, we took them for a ride. Because listen, they've been taking us for a ride all the time. These man them been out here giving us their scraps, and it ain't been working out for us. But they've been taking our players and they've been going as far as where they need to go with them. Do you know what I mean? So it's about time these Chelsea people understand what's happening. It's a full circle that goes around now. You know what I mean? But it is what it is there. Who knows if this is going to work out or not? Personally, let's wait and see. Ivan Toney, listen, big up to him. He's got his move to, you know what I mean, the Saudi Pro League. Congratulations to him on earning that amount of moolah. That's a fat wad of cash you're lying on there, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Enjoy that. I wish you probably were playing in the Premier League still, to be honest. But there's a lot of people that said, well, your attitude wasn't great and, you know, but you are a lethal striker. I'm not going to lie about that. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them things where a lot of people weren't going to accept what you did was right. But I can look and say that you know where the goal is and you know where to put the ball and it's in the back of the net. So it's a shame that we obviously didn't go in and try to get you, you know what I mean, for 40 million as well. But it is what it is. Good luck in Ali Al Hal, I think the name of them is, if I'm incorrect. But good luck in the Saudi Pro League, and hopefully you smash it there and enjoy the culture too. Because listen, the food there, some of them are saying it ain't great, but I guess you'll find out for yourself, innit? Money talks and all that. You know, you can fly out your own personal chef and that, and then they can make some Jamaican food for you, your Messi and all of that. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is there. But Oshimen as well, making the move to you know, Galatasaray seems to be like, what was it for? Galatasaray. It's the Turkish league. So, again, a guy that was frozen out of Napoli's plans, which is mad, considering what he did for them. But it is what it is. Negotiations and all that are broken down. So, I wish him the best as well. You want to see these players thrive and do well. He's a young man, still 24 years old. So, hopefully, I think the deal doesn't work out for them at Galatasaray and we take him on the cheap. Do you know what I mean? Little 20 million then we could sign him, you know what I mean, for next year. So, do you know what I mean? But hopefully, just putting that in the back burner. But yeah, but that's that, guys. Your thoughts on Raheem Sterling, Ivan Toney, and Oshimen. What do you think about the moves? The rest of the moves that happened in the Premier League. What are your thoughts on them as well? Do you know what I mean? You can put your comments below, or you can keep them to yourself. And that's officially it for the end of the podcast. It definitely is now. So thank you guys for tuning into this episode. If you're feeling this episode, you know what to do below, all of that. As I said, we're a rough podcast. I keep saying this is a rough podcast. It's not something that's in a flashy studio. All of that's me just generally talking to a camera and having a chin wag with you lot. So, do you know, with the light shining on me, it causes me migraines and all that. But still, do you know what I mean? I can't complain. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy to be here. And I hope you guys are happy to listen to me chat shit. So big up to you lot, and I appreciate your time. You know what we usually do here when we finish. You're either all in or clear out. Peace, love, unity, and have fun. And you're either all in or clear out. I completely said that the other way around, but you know what it is. As I said, madness, still cold and flu sends, but you know what it is. Later.